Are we live? I think we're live.
Where's the Memorex? Where's it Memorex?
What is Memorex?
It's the old saying, the old commercial. Is it live or is it Memorex?
Oh, I never heard that, but you need to speak up because they're not going to be able to hear you. The other day they could not hear us or hear you. Can they hear you? Test it. Say hello. All right, we got a couple people here. I'm going to give you guys just a second to sign on. We let you guys know on Instagram. There's Volunteers Fan 11. Hello, hello. We got the Bubster with us tonight, you guys. Hello, hello. There is Donna and Pierce, Georgia Mama, and Michelle. Hello, hello. Did you guys see the announcement on Instagram? Is that how you knew we were here, or did you just happen to get the notice? Tried to let you guys know about an hour ago, for those of you that are on Instagram anyway, because look here, we're gonna be testing out some food for you guys. We got 1, 2, 3 kind of new donuts. Pierce, Georgia Mama got the notice, okay. Michelle got the notice. There is Carrie Decker, hello. You can see that we are in Orlando, guys, and so far the trip has been great. How's it been for you?
Sweet.
Bub?
Great.
It's been fun so far. We've been having a good time. Got settled, got the kids all checked in, and there's baby girl. Just say hello. Wave as you go by. She doesn't want to do the taste test, and we do have one of our teenagers from the church with us, but we don't have a parent's permission, so she's not going to be able to do it with us either. Julie is here. Hello. Uh-oh, you've gotten some bad news? Is it something that you can share with us or just private? There's Tina. Hello. You shaved your head? Ah, so what is your natural hair color? What is your natural? You can see, I still, look there. I didn't even get to cover mine up with the dark, much less the teal yet. Lori is here. Hello, hello. All right, we're going to start getting these donuts ready because Bub has a date where?
The gym.
With the gym. Bub is on his way down the gym. Perfect timing, though. You can eat all these donuts and go work them off.
Sure.
He's got to keep that youthful figure.
I got a date too.
You got a date too?
Yep.
What date you got?
The bed.
You got a date with the bed. Baby girl's going to go with Bub, and I think Allie's going with them too over there to the gym. Oh, your hair is naturally dark brown. So are you excited about that? Are you going to recolor it when it grows back out? Deena is here. Hello, Deena. She is over in California.
Yes, she is.
Okay, yeah, send me a pic. And I would love to see it. Bayou Gypsy is here. Hello, hello. Oh, you're going to be live again tomorrow at Walgreens. How long is the Red Nose campaign, Carrie? I will try, but I can't promise because tomorrow is jam-packed with all of these competitions all day. We'll be leaving here about 8:15. Is that about what time?
Problem.
Yeah, about 8:15, and then we won't get in until pretty late tomorrow evening. So, Carrie, if you can, archive it on your personal Facebook page, and I'll go watch it that way a little bit later because I don't know that I'll have a chance. We're going to try to go live for you guys, our normal Friday live from the venue. Let you see all those thousands of teenagers running around. It gets loud, it gets crazy, but it is fun. It is so much fun. We enjoy it. Yeah, okay, Carrie, I'll definitely catch the replay. That last one was funny. I'm going to have to pull it up to you later. They're doing this Red Nose campaign at Walgreens. They wear the red nose to fight child hunger. And she was on there the other day, and she was telling some jokes, like knock-knock jokes and stuff. They were really funny. Type out the one for me real quick, Carrie, about Cinderella. I can't remember how that went, but that one was funny. I laughed. You don't seem very impressed.
No, I'm just...
Listen, it takes a lot to make me laugh. Those made me laugh.
That is true.
All right, I got to get these donuts open here. All right, let's see. Your 14-year-old has to see a heart specialist. Oh, wow. All right, so his dad passed away in December from a blood clot, and now they want to check. Is he having some symptoms that make them think something could be serious there? I'm so sorry to hear that. We will definitely be praying for him. Millie is here. Oh, it goes through through May 25th. All right, well, I'll definitely catch that replay. Oh, yeah. You're jealous of Bub's hair. She likes your hairstyle.
Thank you.
You guys that follow me on my personal Facebook page today already saw. Babe, click that airbag down. I think that, did somebody turn it up? Oh, it got hot all of a sudden. Carol is here from Pittsburgh. Hello, Carol. Oh, well, I am so sorry, Volunteers fan. You are having a rough time of it, aren't you? Well, we will definitely be praying. Yes, we sure will. And so when did you tell me you're taking him to the heart doctor? On Monday. Okay, so we'll definitely be praying. And please keep us all posted on how that goes. Okay, what did Cinderella say when her photos didn't arrive? Someday my prince will come. I loved that one. Okay, Rebecca is here from Ohio. All right, we are going to taste these. They are the tasty cakes. We were just walking by in Walmart tonight and saw on an end cap, they've got peach cobbler, they have got strawberry, and they have key lime pie. Never heard of these flavors of donuts. It says they are, this is the spring edition. Can you guys see that in case you want to pick them up? The spring edition. These are the summer edition. And these are part of a spring edition too. So I'm going to guess these are limited time only. So what do you guys want to do first?
It doesn't matter.
You want to save the best for last, which you think is?
Strawberry.
You think it's going to be strawberry? Okay, so
I don't think I'm gonna like these.
you know, I know you're probably not going to like either one. So which do you want to get over with first?
Peach.
Peach. All right, I'll try to scroll back up in a minute, you guys, and catch your comments. But in the meantime, we're fixing to eat some donuts here. We're going with the peach cobbler first. You don't normally like peach cobbler. You need to speak up a little bit so they good people can hear you.
No, I don't.
Now can you hear? Bub, do you like peach cobbler?
Oh, yeah.
He likes peach cobbler. I love peach cobbler with some good old condensed milk cream, or is it evaporated milk Nana puts on there?
No.
Canned milk.
Yeah, but you can have condensed or evaporated. I think she uses evaporated
I
cream.
think it's condensed.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, here we go. We got to all do it together. Allie's tasting it off camera, so you can tell us what you think about it, Allie. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You like it? That does taste like a peach cobbler.
It's a little bit sweeter.
What'd you say?
It's a little bit sweeter. It's got that
It is
fake
sweeter.
peach taste.
Yeah, it does have fake peach taste. See, I wish she was over here on the camera. She could give y'all all the deets, all the deets. Yeah, it does taste like a real sweet, kind of like a peach candy-ish type flavor. So you can definitely tell there's not real peaches in here. Come on, it's a donut. There ain't no fruit in this thing. But it is good. If you like peach cobbler, I think you'll like it. Baby, you want to taste one?
No, thank you.
She's not tasting one. All right, so now we're going to do the key lime pie. If you like key lime pie, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know I'm not alone. My fellas don't like key. Do you like key lime?
Never had it.
You never had it, ever?
Never had key lime pie.
As many times as I've ordered it, you've never had a taste?
Nope.
All right, you don't like key lime at all. All right, so Allie, you want to taste one of them? All right, she's giving you her opinion from off camera. Hang on, I gotta wash that peach taste out of my mouth. Don't bite it yet.
I thought you were ready.
Sorry. All right, here we go.
Tastes like the actual pie, but with powder.
It does. Now, I love this one. Look at there. It's even green in there. You guys see that?
That's pretty good.
You like it?
Every time.
See there? Have you ever tasted key lime pie, or did you just thought you didn't like it?
Yeah. I really don't care for that much.
But this is good. What you
I
think,
don't
bub?
think really anybody cares
Good.
about that much.
You like it?
I like that one.
This is very good. If you like key lime pie, you're gonna like it. Allie, what do you think?
Tastes like a pie with powder. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it tastes like a pie with like powdered sugar sprinkled on
This
top.
already smells good.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna do the strawberry. Hubs thinks he's gonna like these the best. Hold on, I gotta wash my mouth out.
That's the here.
Oh.
Try one.
Oh, the strawberry? All right. All right, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
Can y'all hear? She likes it.
That's the winner.
Allie likes it.
That's the winner.
Mm,
That is the best.
you like it?
That's the winner.
You like it? That's Allie's favorite. Is that your favorite too? See, I
think I
don't.
might like the key lime a little better.
I love the key lime better. Hey, listen, we actually agreed. Can you guys believe it? You out of here? All right, tell everybody bye. Bub's heading to the gym.
Bye.
Tell them bye, girls. Holler over here and say bye. They're all heading to the gym, and we're gonna stay here with the powdered donuts and you guys. How about that?
I didn't need a card to probably. But you know, I didn't need a card to get in the gym.
Oh, you probably will need the key to get in the gym.
And
Hang
you
tight
got-
just a minute, guys. We gotta find him a
You
key.
got mine.
I got yours?
Yeah, I gave it to you to get in the door.
Yeah, but I don't know what I did with it. Look right there in the very back pocket of my purse, Bub, and see if my key's in there. That's gonna be real great if we lost the hotel key.
This chocolate was good.
Did you find mine?
There.
Okay, well, we
There's
at
at
least
least
found
one.
one of them. That's enough to get you in the gym and back. Don't lose that key. All right, y'all have fun, be safe, and watch your surroundings. We all in Orlando, after all. Gotta be safe. All right, so here, let me scoot over and let the hubs in more now that Bub is gone. No, come on, get over here. All right, now let's go back and see what kind of comments we missed here. So you like key lime pie the best out of these? Yeah, I did too. The strawberry, I didn't really care for it. It's pink on the inside. It does have the taste of like when you make a strawberry cake out of a box. Does it taste kind of like that to you?
Yeah.
So you guys will know what that tastes like. Not a true, real strawberry taste, just that fake artificial strawberry flavoring. It was okay if you like strawberry cake, but definitely my favorite was the key lime. Hey, you're out of the screen. Scoot over some.
Because I'm eating.
That's all right. Scoot over some. They like these eating things. How about this new phenomenon on YouTube, this mukbang thing?
Yuck puck or something?
Huh?
Yuck puck?
Mukbang. Everybody comes on here eating all their food. All right, let's go up here and see what we missed, you guys. Volunteers fans never had key lime. Oh, I love key lime. It is absolute. Besides chocolate, y'all all know chocolate's my favorite everything. But second to that would be key lime pie. Absolutely love a good key lime pie. Linda is here. No, Carrie works in the photo department. That's how come that was a little bit funnier to her. Haley is here. Rebecca is here. Rebecca, I don't remember if I said hello to you. I think I saw yours, but I'm not sure. All right, let's come back down here. Julie is here. Oh, the fall edition had apple donuts. I never even knew they had different editions of these donuts, you guys. We just happened to be walking through Walmart tonight getting stuff for the kiddos and saw them on an end cap. Bayou Gypsy doesn't like this brand. What kind is it we usually get in the powder? We do buy these in the powdered, but we get, what's the other one? The Sweet 16, is that what they're called?
Yeah. But here lately we've been getting those.
Yeah, you guys have bought these a lot more because they're cheaper.
They're $1.50.
Yeah, they're about, well, these were $2 tonight at Walmart. We paid $2 each tonight at Walmart for these, but at that little bakery in town there, you can get them for two for $3 right there on
Hitchcock's.
Hitchcock's has them for 2 for $3 too. Yeah, we don't really buy them a whole lot, but we do buy them occasionally. All right, let's see what else we had here. Janelle is here. Hello, Janelle. We've been tasting donuts. Those of you that might have just got here, we were tasting some donuts. Well, thank you. I think I got these at City Trends. I think is where these came from. They're pretty sparkly. I had to get them, wear them today because look at my shirt. It says, I don't sweat, I sparkle. But that's not really showing up too much glitter on the phone. I had to wear some sparkly earrings to go with it. Hey, Mary and Kelly are here. Hey, ladies, how are you? You love a good key lime pie, too. Oh, I love a key lime pie. Oh, Tasty Cakes are made in Pennsylvania. We went to Poconos on a honeymoon. I didn't know they had a Tasty Cake up there.
It's another reason to go back.
Yeah, another reason to go back. We drove through Hershey, Pennsylvania to get to our honeymoon and didn't even stop. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? Well, that doesn't surprise me. We already had a talk about your memory tonight, didn't we? He has a hard time remembering. But no, we went right through Hershey, Pennsylvania, and you could see all the like gift shops up and down there, but we didn't stop. We should have, but we was on our honeymoon. Chocolate wasn't really what we were thinking of.
Philly.
Huh?
Philly.
Made in Philadelphia?
Yep.
I never knew that. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you very much. This is actually a combination of 2 different colors, and I can't show you right now because that's actually what we're using to prop the phone up. You should see our makeshift little stand. We've got a pot from the condo kitchen. We've got my makeup travel bag, a beach towel from in there. Where'd you find that? In the bathroom? And then my little mini travel bag that's got my lipsticks in it. I'm trying to remember. I know the color. The base color, the darker purple, is called Depravity from Makeup Revolution, but I have a lighter purple on the top that's almost the color of my shirt, and that one, I cannot, what is it?
What's my color? Nude.
Nude. You got a true my lips color, my lips but better color. How about that? How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
I don't remember the lighter purple one. I'll have to find out and let you guys know. A lot of people on here likes key lime. Janelle's never had it either. All right, Haley is here. All right, let's see what she says. Silly question, but what are your kids' names? I've only heard them referred to as baby girl and bub. Our baby girl is Kristen, and bub is Stephen the Second. He is named after his daddy over here. So that is their names, and I call her by her name more than him. But what do you call her? Like, you don't ever really call her by her name either.
Call her Sweet Pea.
Yeah, you call her Sweet Pea, usually. Or Sugar Bear. She's also known as Sugar Bear, of which she really hates all 3. They're at that age, they hate those nicknames, but it's like, we've been in the habit for a long time. It's hard to not call them by their nicknames anymore. Deena Duran is here. That's 2 Deenas we have here. Well, 3, counting me. Linda's never had key lime either. Sabrina, are you here in Orlando? Maybe I knew that and forgot. Yes, we are down here for the big fine arts competition.
O-Town.
O-Town. We are in O-Town. It's over. It's going to be tomorrow over at Faith Assembly. I don't know where in Orlando you are or how close to that you are. It's on Curry Ford Road, the big old church that's down there, and it starts bright and early. 9 o'clock competition start, and it'll go all the way through about 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yep.
It's a long busy day, but we got all the artwork checked in tonight, the t-shirts. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have already seen Bub's t-shirt, and you have already seen his digital photography. I posted both of those tonight, and a little bit later I'll post his, what's the other one called? His graphic design. I'll post those tonight too. And for the rest of you that don't have Instagram, you can either see it over on my Facebook. Some of you guys I know are friends with me on Facebook. And if you don't see it there, you guys will definitely see it in the vlog tomorrow. We'll get some vlog footage tomorrow. Okay. She's laughing at your nude lips. the perfect color, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Bobby is here. And let's see, she says, what's my favorite soda? I don't really drink it a lot, but what is it?
Just go ahead.
When I do drink it, I like a non-caffeinated root beer. Is that what you're going to say?
What you used to love.
I used to love Mountain Dew / Mellow Yellow. I've told him that story. Tell him what would happen every day if I didn't have it.
Bad things would happen?
Now you make me sound like a maniac or something. What would happen? I call you up and I would tell you better bring home some Mountain Dew.
Yeah, or else.
Because
things would not be pleasant.
Yeah, I was so addicted to that caffeine, you guys. It was awful. It was so bad. So I have not had caffeine since 2004. It's been 13 years. It was April of 2004. So it has literally been 13 years. Yeah. Well, there's Miss Suzanne Lai. Hello, Miss Suzanne. How are you? How are you? I love that big old friend mail you opened up yesterday. That was awesome. What were you going to say?
I haven't had it for 2 hours.
Yeah, he just had it at dinner. Oh, yeah, I had to come off of that caffeine, y'all. It was bad news. Bad news. But I think I would have to say real close to the non-caffeinated root beer, I love grape soda.
You do.
And I probably would have to say that's even more of my favorite than root beer. You just can't get it at most restaurants where we go. Mm-hmm. So it's rare. I mean, I probably get a drink, maybe once every 6 months?
Yeah.
maybe once every 6 months I'll have a root beer if we're out to eat at a restaurant somewhere. Most of the time it's just water. But if they have grape, that's what I get. I love the, what's the brand we get at Walmart? Grape-ette?
Yep.
Grape-ette. I think that's the decaffeinated one. No, it may be Crush.
Neither one of them have caffeine.
Neither one do? Okay, so I think it's the Grape-ette then.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think that's the one that I drink the most. All right, let's see here where I left off. Trying to catch your comments, you guys. But see, I get to run in my mouth. And your kids are known as Moo and Butt, but they are teens and hate it too. I know. You hit a certain age and they do. They just hate it. What?
What were they?
Her kids' names are, at home, they are known as Moo and Butt. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe both of your kids are known as Moo, and then that's Butt. They are teens and they hate it too. I think I read that wrong. That would be.
Come here, Butt. Hey, Butt.
Well, I don't know. There's probably a few teenagers who've been called that. Oh my goodness, that is funny. See, I need my glasses. They're down in the car. I never have my glasses. Two Julies here. Native Irish is here. Hello. What?
I wasn't going to say anything, but I wouldn't have wanted that name either. The way you read it. It's like, I can understand why they wouldn't be called Butt.
Bargain Beauty is here. Hello. She said bit, not butt. Oh, okay. She meant the right bit. Okay, we got you. That was funny. Sabrina is in Orlando. You just got back home. Were you traveling? Blessedly Made is here. Hello, Francis. How are you? Well, thank you very much. We're very proud of him. I can't wait till you guys see the graphic design. I haven't posted that one yet. That one looks really cool as well. But there's tough competition there, you guys, though. We saw some of the t-shirts already checked in when we were checking his in. And we have seen a few of the graphics. I didn't really pay much attention to the photos, though. Did you?
I mean, I looked at them, but I didn't see anything that really stood out.
We couldn't actually get into the gallery. We were having to look through the windows as they were setting everything up. And matter of fact, we won't be able to get in there tomorrow night till probably about 5 or 6 o'clock because it takes them all day to judge it. And while they're judging, they don't let anybody in the room. So we all just stand outside like we're looking at caged people. Yeah, like fish in a fish tank. Sure enough, and we're sitting there trying to read the judge's lips and all this kind of stuff to see how they're doing. But it always makes me nervous because you want them to do good. Of course, we try to teach them whether they win or lose. It's the fact that they have gifts and talents they're using and learning how to develop them to use them to their best. And so, but it still makes you nervous because at the end of the day, it is a competition and they can win scholarship money. So, you know, it would be nice. Bub won, for those of you that have just joined in and maybe you didn't know, Bub won the t-shirt design on the national level up in Louisville, Kentucky last summer. So that was very, very exciting. And Kristen got 3rd place in the whole nation in her short sermon. So those of you that followed our vlogs last August, it was during Vlogust because it was the first week of August last year. A lot of you guys have already seen it, and if you didn't, you can go back to our vlog playlist, and you'll be able to see that first week of August. We were in Louisville, and we showed you guys the whole competition. It was really cool. So we're hoping. And then Allie, who's with us, you guys heard her off camera a minute ago. I don't have permission from her mom to put her on when we're in the condo. Now, when we're out at the church or in public, I can put her on because then we're in public. But in a private setting, the rules are I can't do it. So that's YouTube rules, by the way, not her mom's rules. But anyway, because I forgot to ask her mom before we left, I don't want to put her on camera while we're in here. But anyway, she draws, and I will be showing you guys her picture tomorrow. It is phenomenal, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah, it is very good. She is an amazing artist, you guys. I can't wait for y'all to see that too. Very good. And then a lot of our other teenagers who are, well, none of the other teenagers who are coming this year wanted to enter. We do have a couple that write, and they could have entered, but it was really they've only been coming to the church. They started last May, a few of them did, and then we had a few that started coming just about a month ago, and they were all kind of nervous to jump in right away before the registrations were due, but now that they've been with us a while, I think they would have done it.
And they're coming tomorrow.
Yeah, they're all going to come down tomorrow and just see what it's all like, so that hopefully next year they'll get brave enough to do it. But there's competitions in human video, there is drama solo, drama ensemble, of course all the vocals,
Instruments.
and yeah, instruments, drum, percussion, unconventional percussion,
Woodwinds. Piano.
and they also have drama theater. That one's really cool. They have puppetry. They
Comedy.
they got stand-up comedy. They added that last year, and that was funny. That was really funny. There were a couple of them that were really, really funny. So that's what we're going to spend tomorrow afternoon doing. What time do they start?
4:10.
They start at 4:10. So we're going to go to all the comedy tomorrow. We're going to go live from the convention center at some point if we can get service. But when that many people are trying to eat off of one server, it's hard to get out. So we'll just have to see if we can show you guys around, because I want you guys to see it. It is awesome. And I know you guys saw it last April during the vlogs. It was a 3-day weekend vlog, and it may have just been called Week in the Life or Day in the Life / Fine Arts. I'm not sure. You guys can find it on the over on DeeVine Design. Well, that's where we are. See, 4 channels. I get confused, you guys. Anyway, on this channel, you can go back to the vlog list and find it from last year, and we showed you around the church and all the kids. What else do they have? They've got poetry. They've got short film.
Puppetry.
The puppetry. They've got children's stories. You can write the children's stories. Oh my goodness, there's so many. There's like 60 categories that will all be performing. There is worship dance, there's troop dance, street type dance, rap. Yeah, that is the most popular one here, isn't it?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, most of the time, well, before they changed it to this larger church, they would set up a big tent outside, and all day long the rap tent was totally full. That one's fun. The kids have a lot of fun with that. I don't know, you guys. There is just so many different categories. I do too, Suzanne. I love it so much. And this is what I love. On the scoring sheets that the judges give them, there is a whole section where they are graded on ministry effectiveness. Everything they do has to, now the photos don't have to have a ministry emphasis, and their drawings don't necessarily have to, but if they're doing a drama, if they're doing any kind of song, any kind of human video, all of those things definitely have to have a Christian message to them. Their short sermon, and there is spoken word, which is, it's kind of like a sermon meets poetry, and it's like a dramatized type sermon. That one's really cool. I love that one too. But the judges, their whole critique is to tell the kids how effective they feel they are in getting across God's word, whether it's through a street type dance. You know, does it have a message that at the end of the day, that people who see them dancing on the street are going to ask about Jesus? And so that's what I think is so cool, because it shows kids, you know, for so many years, especially whenever I was a teenager, some of the arts were frowned upon in the church, and it was almost like you were a heathen if you liked any of those kind of arts. And it's like, people didn't realize that the arts can have a great message, and it is a great tool to reach out to people with the message of Jesus, kind of meeting them right where they're at. And so I love it. I absolutely love it. We promote it heavy at our church every year, getting these kids involved. So much fun. Well, there is Christine. Hello, Christine. And there is Holly. Let's see here. What does that say? East Tennessee? Is that where you are from? Oh, Miss Suzanne got to see it last year. Okay, that is very cool. A couple of you guys, I think, are from Tennessee. Oh, Christine, I don't think you missed a whole lot. Well, you did miss the taste tests. So in this archives later, you can go back and see what we thought of these tasty cakes. Tasty cakes. All right, let's see here. I do need to come to Tennessee. I do. We need to go to, your sister lives in Chattanooga. All right, so how close are any of you guys to Chattanooga? We should plan some kind of weekend trip up there, and then we could see family and all of you guys as well. That would be pretty fun. All right, Holly's in a place called Johnsonville. I don't know anything about Tennessee besides Chattanooga and Nashville. We did go through Nashville to get up to Louisville. Lori is here from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, hello. Well, thank you very much, Francis. We are going to have a great time for sure. Being around all these teenagers keeps us young. But look here. Look here. You're already tired.
I'm tired. I'm old.
What?
I'm old.
He's old. Oh my goodness. We did find that out tonight. No, because we were leaving tonight after registration, and the kids, all three of those teenagers were in the back seat talking, I'm so tired. I just want to retire to my bed. It was 9 o'clock, guys. They sounded worse than us. I said, you guys sound like the old people back there. Okay, Christina's only 2 hours from Chattanooga, 2 to 3 hours. How close are you to Murfreesboro? Christine, I think I've asked you that before because of Colty Boy. We listen to him all the way down here. For those of you that don't know who that is, Colton Dixon. You guys have got to look him up on YouTube. He has a Vivo, and he is amazing. Probably would have to be what I would consider the most talented artist of all time, I believe.
He has a what boat?
A Vivo on YouTube. It's a Vivo channel. Video, entertainment, something, whatever that stands for. It's basically just a YouTube channel for musicians. Yeah. So you can go on and see all of his music. Let's see. Kids learn better when adults try and understand them on their level. Yes, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I think sometimes it does us good to remember what it was like for us when we were teenagers instead of trying to expect them all the time to meet us on our level, because mentally, this is a proven fact. I have found this out through some research. Mentally, kids do not finish developing in certain parts of their brain until they hit around the age of 25. They did this experiment where they had all these pictures of a woman, and they brought her children in. Now, these were her own children. And they set the pictures down in front of them. And one of them, she was laughing. And one of them, she was crying. And one of them, she was angry. A whole series of different emotions. One of them was like shocked and surprised. And when they laid the picture down in front of the kids, they said, what expression is your mom showing? How do you think she's feeling in this picture? And do you know that in every single picture, they said she was angry? They interpreted every single one as anger. But they went on to describe how the kids can't always differentiate because the parts of their brain that pick up that kind of stuff isn't fully developed till around the age of 25. And I think sometimes as parents or as youth pastors, just adults in lives of teenagers, we expect them to be so mature and to think like a 30 or 40-year-old when the reality is they're not fully developed yet. And sometimes coming down and meeting them where they are, helping them mature, never an excuse for them not to learn to mature, but sometimes we can't get them there if we're always arguing against trying to get them, to think older.
Right.
And I think it does. It goes a long way with those kids when they feel you can relate. I found that very interesting too. I did not know that. I did not know that was true. There is Lynn B. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Okay, so Julie is only 45 minutes away from Murfreesboro. Well, if you're ever in Murfreesboro and you see Colty Boy walking the street, tell him hello for us. We've actually met him. And we keep in constant contact with one of his guitarists in his band. And we're trying to bring his guitarist here to our church, actually, to do a worship seminar, a worship weekend. And we met him, and we got to talk to him for a long time one night. We got to ask him questions about when he was on American Idol, and all that kind of stuff. And he was Kristen's first iPhone 6 case signature. When she asked for his signature, he signed her cell phone case, and he made a big deal out of, oh, this is my first iPhone 6, and they took some selfies together. Mm-hmm. I think I have them on my Instagram somewhere. I'm not positive. I know they were on Facebook, but I think I have them on the Instagram. She was so excited about that, and so were we. We were really excited to meet. He's just such a genuine seeming guy. I mean, so down to earth, and sat out there with his fans at least an hour after that concert, if not longer. Yeah, and his sister was there. You know, we met her, and I really do. I think a lot of him. I do. And I think he is incredibly talented and anointed. So if you guys haven't ever checked him out, you're going to probably want to. Well, if you like faster paced, pop, rockish type music. If you don't like that kind of music, then you probably won't like him. But all right, let's see. Julie's going to be in Chattanooga in June. You've always lived in Tennessee, okay, and never been to Chattanooga. Chattanooga is a beautiful area. I first got familiar with the Chattanooga area because my granddaddy got killed there on Mount Eagle. Mount Eagle, I'm not exactly sure how they say that from that area. He was a truck driver, and he was coming down the mountain in his big rig, and a young guy behind him had just started driving. He was 21 years old, real young, hadn't been out from training very long. Somehow, his brakes locked up, however that went. He ran into the back of my granddaddy, and it flipped my granddaddy's rig. He landed upside down on the side of the mountain, was pinned in the truck. He couldn't get out for hours before anybody helped him. People stopped and robbed him while he was conscious talking to them. Incredible story. But I think if I remember the story right, he lived for exactly 1 week in the hospital, but there was just so many internal injuries, there was nothing the doctors could do to save him. But that was my first encounter with Chattanooga. And then your sister and them moved there. Oh my goodness, it had to be around 90.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we were already married when they moved there. Around 1990, somewhere in there, and they love it. They've been there ever since. We have been down to the Riverwalk, Suzanne, but I don't remember going to the aquarium there. It was the Atlanta aquarium where we went. Yeah, we didn't get to go to the Chattanooga aquarium, but we did go downtown. They have that big carousel down there. Do you remember that? All those beautiful carved horses, the big carousel that was right down there? That was really cool. All right, let's see here. Yeah, about the brain development, Janelle. That was a very interesting study to me, and it really helps when trying to minister to kids to understand that it's not that they're faking or just all about the drama like sometimes we think they are. It really is a developmental thing. It's very interesting. Jody's panache is here. Is it panache or panache? How do you say that word? Is it kind of like vase or vase?
Probably.
Kind of like or potato or potato?
Potato. Ain't no potato.
Oh, my word. All right, let's see. Julie said she'll ask for an autograph for us. We actually have a whole family picture with him, too. He's married now, and baby girl was heartbroken, wasn't she?
He got married? Yeah, he did get married.
He did get married. He's been married a year now, and she wanted to marry him so bad. Like, I cannot even tell you guys how bad she wanted to marry him. And he would have been a really cool son-in-law because you guys know how much we love music. We are a music family, and we would say, oh yeah, you know, come Christmas time, we'll all be sitting around singing. And he plays the piano beautifully. He plays the piano like he's classically trained, and he's really not. But I mean, just phenomenally talented. So when he got married, she was devastated. Mm-hmm. Like, she was really crushed. And I have to say, I was crushed too, because I really thought, okay, he would be one that I would approve of for you, baby, because he just seems like he really loves Jesus, you know, and that's the most important thing. So anyway, back to the drawing board on that one, you guys.
I think I hear him.
Huh? Are they coming?
I think so.
Well, thank you, Mary and Kelly. And let's see, somebody else said that too, Carrie. It was real sad. This happened before it happened in October. I was born the next August. So it was really, really hard for my mom. And my grandma, they had just moved to Atlanta because of my granddaddy's job. And I think, if I remember right, I'd have to re-ask my mom, but they were only there a couple of months. I mean, not long at all. And he got in his accident, and then of course my grandma moved on back home, and then I was born the next. And I think that's why my grandma and I were so close. You guys remember, I lost her 2 years ago. April the 1st was 2 years ago. May 6th will be her birthday. And I was devastated when I lost her. But Mom said she thinks the reason why I was so close and had such a bond with her was because I really helped her a lot through that time because she was still grieving over my granddad, found out mom was pregnant, so they got excited about that. And then whenever I came along, mom said she was there every single day. And just, I was always with her because it was kind of like a way to help her take her mind off of all the grief. And we just really bonded through all that. So it was a definite rough time for her, and especially for my mom. You know, she, even to this day, whenever she talks about her dad, sometimes she'll tear up and she misses him terribly. I hate that I never got to meet him because he sounds like he was a wonderful man. All the stories that I've heard, Mama said he never met an enemy. Everywhere he went, he just talked to everybody. Everybody loved him. I think Bub probably takes after that personality, doesn't he?
Probably.
Yeah, because Bub's our jokester. And the one who he never meets a stranger. Bub's just that way. So I think he kind of takes that from my granddaddy. All right, let's see here. There's MCCYNNY. Well, thank you for joining the channel. We are glad to have you on the channel. Glad you are enjoying it. Panache. Panache. Okay, she's got the little thing over the E. Hope I'm still saying that right. You know, down here in the South, we draw out our words, and sometimes we don't say things quite right. We were talking about that tonight. Man, you look like you're about to pass out. Do you need to go to bed?
I'm tired. It's past my bedtime.
My poor hubby, he is tired. Oh, my word. Let's see here. She's going to say, why did you tell everyone? She might, but I don't know. She told everybody herself. She just knew she was going to marry Colty Boy. Oh, well, y'all don't tell her. It'll be all of our little secret. It'll be our secret. Let's see, Leanne. Okay, Leanne is here. She said, glad she made it to a live video. Well, thank you very much. She is here from Martinsville, Indiana. Well, it is nice to have you tonight. Glad you found us on the live. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Holly lost her maternal grandma when your mom was expecting you, so you never got to meet her either. I just hate it whenever kids don't get a chance to meet their grandparents, because grandparents are such an important part of those kids' lives, I tell you. Lori lost her dad. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Lori. That's still very fresh for you then. I sure hate that. Well, there is Ninju. Ninju, your graduation pictures were very pretty. I saw those today. So you still have one more week and you will be out of there, huh? All right, so panache means flare. Ah, that's very cool. I'm going to take it that's probably French. Is that a French word? Mick like McDonald's. And Cindy, short for Cynthia. Okay, so McCinny. Gotcha. That's how we say that. She says, Julie says, that you're having a hard time hanging with the night owl. She said, you can't hang with us night owls.
Nope.
He used to be a night owl till he started working the day shift.
This cat's an early bird.
Yes, he does have fabulous hair. She likes Colton Dixon's hair.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes he wears it spiked really, really high. Sometimes he'll bleach it really, really blonde. But I've noticed the last couple of pictures that he's released, it's a little bit darker. So I think he's kind of headed back a little bit towards his natural color. But if you've never heard his story, this is what he says. He went to a Christian school and he had to keep his hair above his ears and above his collar. And he said there was no rule on it growing up, just on it growing down. So he cut it short enough and then let it grow tall. So that's how it started. And then it became his trademark when he got famous. So now he just keeps his hair up. I think that is so funny. All right, let's see here where we left off. All right, Carrie, she's never met her dad's dad. Okay, Carrie, so you're just a little bit younger than me. All right, good night, Suzanne. It was so nice to have you. Glad you got to enjoy those grandbabies today. Yeah, Holly, I can imagine it is still very hard. You lost your mom when you were about 11.
Yep.
And it was hard for a real long time.
Long time.
Yeah, it does. It takes a long time, the grieving process, for sure. Well, we enjoyed having you, Miss Suzanne. You have a good night's rest. Wake up refreshed tomorrow. Lori J is here. Hello, Lori. All right, let's see. Julie has lost both sets of her grandparents and your dad 4 years ago. So it's just your mom and your 3 brothers. That is tough. I know that is sure tough. Your sister took all your pictures, Ninju? Yeah, she really did. She did a great job. And I love the ones where you're blowing the glitter. That was cool. That was really neat. Okay, so you're graduating on May the 8th. Yep, so just a week.
From what?
She is in college. What's the name of your college? I saw where on your t-shirt their mascot is the Devils.
Sun Devils.
Sun Devils. How'd you know? You heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
She's in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the name of the school?
I don't know.
Yeah. What's the name of your school, Ninju?
I've heard of them, though.
Yeah, so she's graduating on May the 8th. Well, you like that white stripe in the hair? It reminds me of Corbeth, what was the last name? Walton. Corbeth Walton. My intention was to cover it up before I got here this weekend around all these teenagers, but if you've been watching the vlogs, you know we've been a little busy. I never made it that far. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm all about that hair too. I love funky wild hair. Yes, I do. Ninja is saying hey to you, Steve.
Hello.
All right, let's see here. Let's see, Francis says. She never met her grandfather or her great-grandfather. Now, I was blessed enough that I was able to meet my great-grandmother on my dad's side, and then I met both my great-grandma and my great-granddaddy on my mom's side. So I was blessed enough to have met all of them. I did meet my great-granddaddy. Well, one of my great-granddaddies, my other great-grandma and granddaddy on my dad's side, they both lived, well, up until we were married, Ninny and Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lived a good long time. So I was blessed and fortunate with all of that. Daisy Days is here. Hello. Okay, it's Arizona State University.
Gotcha.
Arizona State University. Oh, so Holly, you lost a 21-year-old son. Did you tell me that before? Somebody else had lost a child. And maybe it was you. Yeah, that had to be incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. I can't even imagine feeling your heart. You know, I can try to empathize with you the best that I can, but that has got to be probably the hardest loss, is the loss of a child. I had, and it's not near the same, not trying to compare it at all, but I did have a miscarriage with our first pregnancy the year before Kristen was born. I had gotten pregnant for the first time, and I lost that pregnancy. And even just being pregnant and knowing you're fixing to have a child and loving that child and then losing the child before it's ever even born was hard. So I can only imagine after having had the child and loving the child, how hard that would be. Just incredibly, I tell you what, guys, life is just hard sometimes. Incredibly challenging. Yep, the Arizona girls are representing tonight. There's 3 of you in here. At least 3 that I remember. There may have even been more. All right, let's see. We have Carolyn from Wisconsin. Your hubby goes to bed early too?
Smart man.
Well, thank you. Thank you for those well wishes. We are excited about this weekend. Bayou Gypsy has purple hair and she is 56. Well, you go, girl. I had purple in my hair. Was it 2 years ago now?
Yeah, maybe.
Might have even been 3. Yeah, I had the purple in my hair too. Love it. And before that, I had hot pink. And then I've had blue.
I had pink.
Huh?
I had pink.
Yeah, he had pink. You only wore yours for a couple days though. The kids were raising money for missions. And I told them if they hit a certain goal, Mr. Steve would go with pink hair. And you did. The whole weekend. It's funny what will motivate kids, you guys. They know how reserved he is. That was a great goal for them.
And the grown-ups helped.
Huh?
So the grown-ups.
Yeah, some of the grown-ups helped. They wanted to see Steve with that pink hair too. Oh, yeah, Holly, I can't even imagine. And I know your heart has to hurt every day. I tell you, you just can't get over a loss like that. You can't. And there are just no words. Sometimes I know people have the best of intentions. Whenever I lost that pregnancy, people mean well and they try their best to offer words, but sometimes you don't need words. Sometimes you just need people to cry, Even when I lost my grandma a couple years ago, it's like, all the scriptures and all the things that you would tell other people, and you don't really want to hear that. I know that sounds bad, but it's like you don't necessarily want to hear that so much as you just want people to cry with you. You just want people to understand your pain and to try to feel it for a little bit and just cry with you. And for me, I know for me anyway, when we've been through because we lost your dad in 1998 and he had passed away from a brain aneurysm, and the best thing was just knowing that people just would sit with you and not even say anything, just cry with you, Sometimes you just need people to cry with you. So I can totally understand that, Holly. All right, let's see. Ninju never got to meet her dad's parents either. They died when her dad was very young. Oh, so your mom's parents still live in India. Now, Ninju, did you tell me that you've been to India? Have you actually been there? Because I would love to go there. I have always wanted to visit India. All right, let's see. McSinney. Yeah, she's talking to Holly there. You guys are so sweet and comforting. Oh, wow. Well, Jody, you've been around a little bit, huh? So which of those places? She lived in Michigan. You used to live in Michigan.
Flint.
Yep, he lived in Flint. Okay, so out of Michigan, California, and Arizona, which do you like better? That's right, Christine. Weep with those who weep and mourn with those who mourn. I believe it. And it's kind of a lost, I don't really want to say a lost art, but I guess in a way it is. You kind of learn to develop a compassion. Yeah. You let God give you compassion, and I think sometimes maybe you don't learn it until you've walked through it. And, that's what I had to tell myself whenever we lost that first pregnancy, that I don't think God made it happen, but obviously nothing can happen that he doesn't allow, even if he doesn't make it happen. But I think sometimes God does allow us to walk through things because that's what develops our compassion. That's what develops if we let it, that's what develops our empathy. And that's what, even just like this situation with our house, and I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, we have learned so much. We've especially learned about compassion with people in their hardest times. What's so funny?
I've learned how to construct. I've learned how to wire. I've learned how to plumb.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah, he's learned a lot on that end as well. But yeah, it's just kind of like, even when we were in the midst of all of that, having trouble, and we would hear of people in trouble around us, we would take money that we had saved up for our own house and give to them in their need, because it was kind of like when you got ready to lay down at night, you're like, man, I can't know that somebody else is having this same kind of problems and not do my best to help them in it and just trust the Lord to take care of you in return. You know what I mean? And so I think when we're in the middle of tragedy and even loss, if we could, I tell you what, I have been able to minister to so many women who have been through either miscarriage, stillbirth, or losing their children whenever they were babies. And when they've heard my story and seen how God brought me through it, and that there's still the ability to have a joy, maybe not happiness, because happiness isn't the goal, but a joy, a deep abiding joy, even in the midst of sadness and grief. It has helped so many girls. And, I wouldn't want to have to go back and have to lose the child again, for sure, but I allow God to teach me something in the midst of that pain. And sometimes the pain we go through can be the greatest blessing in the long run down the road, because it develops something deep within us, and it builds a strength of character that we don't really learn any other way. And again, I don't think God makes those things happen, because sure, God could help us learn it without it, but obviously bad things happen that we can't control, and he can help us through it and help develop us in a lot of ways. So I can certainly understand all that, Holly. I sure can. All right, let's see here where I kind of missed off. Okay, there's a question for you. How do you like doing YouTube?
I don't.
Elaborate.
I would rather be on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, he would rather be on it. But you've had a pretty good time with some of these lives.
So,
Yeah, and you do like the taste test, okay?
yeah.
Of course, I don't know. Did you guys watch the taste test today? Because, Mr. Rose, while I was editing that taste test, I said, these are kind of fun. I like these, don't you? And you said, yes. And then when I turned my head, he gave all of y'all that look in the camera. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
You didn't think I'd catch you. He forgets I edit these things. I see it all. I see it all. But you've had a pretty good time with the lives.
Some.
Matter of fact, let me just tell you guys. So we were driving tonight to go take the kids for registration. We went to get something to eat. We stopped at Walmart and we were coming back over here. And guess who reminded me more to vlog than even I reminded myself?
It's to vlog stuff, not vlog me.
He sure did. He'd say, hey, that would be good for the vlog. Hey, that would be good for the vlog. And he was seeing stuff I didn't even see. So I think you enjoy aspects of YouTube, maybe just not the camera.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a great question. All right, let's see here where we left off. He is a good God indeed, you guys. Yes, he is. Mary Christopherson is here. Hello, Mary. All right, so it took Volunteers fan 9 years to get pregnant after her miscarriage. I bet that was a long, tough 9 years. We waited about right at a year, maybe a little over a year before we got pregnant with Kristen. And it was the toughest year for me. And of course, I know that you were trying, and that was a little bit different circumstance, but there are a lot of people who will refuse to get pregnant right away or whose husbands won't. You were hesitant because you were afraid that we would have to go through that again. And yours was more seeing what I went through physically. Yeah. And so whenever I would talk about, I need to get pregnant, I need to have a baby, because you just feel that extreme loss. And he would say, because you were with me in the emergency room when we lost the baby. Matter of fact, we were out at my mom and dad's house, which at that time was about 18 miles from the hospital?
Yeah, a little less.
Yeah, maybe a little less than that. And so you were in your cruiser that night. He had his cruiser that night, and whenever I started losing the baby at home, and of course it just wasn't pretty, for sure. I'm sure you can understand what I'm trying to say. And you got me in the car, got me all wrapped up and everything, and we got in the car, you turned your lights and sirens on, and we made that 15-mile, however far it was, drive in like about 8 minutes. I mean, like, he got me there fast. And then he was in there when the doctor came in, and of course you're in an emergency situation. They don't always have time to put you to sleep and do what they have to do. So, and whenever they had to perform that procedure on me in that emergency room, because I had actually, and if this is a little too much for some of you guys, I'll apologize. I'm very open and I talk about everything. Those of you that follow the channel already probably know that. But if it makes you uncomfortable, you might want to click out now just in case. But I had actually lost the whole placenta and everything already at mom's house. I mean, so there was it just was already happening naturally on its own. But he still had to go in to vacuum the uterine lining just to make sure there was nothing left inside that could cause infection or anything. And they couldn't put me to sleep because it was just happening so fast. And he didn't want me to lose much more blood because that would have been bad. Worst 90 seconds of my life. And that's all it was just about 90 seconds, a minute and a half, because the doctor had us counting, but I was fully aware and it was rough. And I think that for years is what bothered you. I mean, for months is what bothered you the most. Mm-hmm. And then there was just the fear that, what if you get pregnant and this happens all over again? So yours was more from the standpoint of trying to protect me. But from an emotional standpoint for women, I do not recommend they wait. I think that it is better as soon as your body heals up after that 6 to 8 weeks, that if a woman is asking for a child, that to at least get some counsel or maybe some outside opinions from other people, if the husband has a differing opinion on that, because I think it was excruciating on me trying to wait, because then people around me were getting pregnant and having their children. And I went through a really bad depression for probably, about 6 months?
Yeah.
For probably about 6 months. It was the darkest, blackest. I mean, whenever I tell you guys, it was a black period. I mean, people come to me now that are struggling with depression, and I know exactly how they feel. Like, they don't even have to try to describe it to me, because I've been there. I have truly been there. And it just was, that was 6 months I would never want anyone to have to go through. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and God brought me through that as well. But I do suggest that if you want another baby, once your body heals, there's really not a reason to wait. In my opinion, I think it's better just to go ahead and try. Let's see here. I had a lot of comments come in that I've missed here. Sorry, you guys. I get to talking, and then I miss your questions. I did see one, I think was another. Bobby was asking if we had advice on something. Okay, here it is. Do you have any advice for someone who has a hard time figuring out what their spiritual gifts are? Yes, I do. If you're having a hard time trying to figure out what your spiritual gifts are, or maybe what God's called you to do, just jump in and start working everywhere. And you will soon find out. Like, if you're volunteering in the nursery or kids ministry, you're going to soon find out if you're gifted or not. Aren't you? Yeah, you will. Or, jump in and start with the helps ministries, like maybe helping with the meal preparations for funerals or weddings, different things like that. Or join your evangelism team for a little bit. Just jump in there and try different things. Or just ask yourself, when you think of working for the kingdom and doing anything at all, like, what kind of thing draws your interest? Because most often the things that draw our interest are where our spiritual gifts really lie. It just is a matter of training and developing those gifts, because even though God gives us spiritual gifts, we still have to go through training to develop them. That's what Fine Arts Weekend is all about. Matter of fact, the motto is to discover, develop, and then deploy. So the whole goal is to train these kids. And they just, like Bub, when he first started with his fine arts, he started with writing. And he thought that was something he was real interested in. He only did it 1 year and realized he wasn't interested in it. And at the time, he didn't even like photography, really. No. And then he was just playing around with his phone one day and started taking some really cool shots. And then it was like, Bub, you should try that for fine arts. And now he is hooked. He does phenomenal. He's very creative. So sometimes the best way to find your spiritual gift is just to start jumping into different ministries, volunteer to help someone, help teach a Sunday school class, or help volunteer for altar counseling, or just any kind of ministry that's in your church. And you'll very soon find out if there's a grace on your life to do it or not, because this is the most important thing. When there is a grace on your life, or a calling, a gifting, an anointing, then what you're doing will not be hard for you. It may be long hours, there may be a lot of work involved, but God graces you for what he calls you to. And so that's always one of those things that I tell people, if you're hating every single minute of it, then you're in the wrong ministry. You're trying to fill a need that maybe you weren't called to do, or that you're not gifted for. And nothing wrong with admitting that, because God gifts everybody and we all have a different gift. And when we're operating in our right gift, we are very satisfied spiritually. So that's a great question. A very good question. Dollar Tree Mama is here. Hello, how are you? Nice to have you join in the live chat. All right, now let's see. Lynn has had a loss too. Okay, I'm seeing 2 Utes' comment to Lynn. Now let me see if I can find that. Not sure what she said. Okay, here it is. She lost her grandma, and you were adopted by your grandma. Well, I can totally relate there, because losing my grandma a couple years ago, it is a loss that is very, very deep, Lynn. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, and you know what? That is a very nice thing to always keep in mind, that those little babies who have been miscarried are definitely, I believe, in the presence of Jesus, and so they will be reunited. that always gives hope. That's kind of really what's helped me the most through losing my grandma too. I've shared this story. It's on this channel, but it's also on the channel that's just my name, Deena Rose. It's called How I Dealt with Grief, or How I'm Dealing with Grief. You guys can search the channels and watch that video. But that's what really helped me through it the most, because nothing really can calm that kind of pain that you feel when you lose somebody. But knowing you're going to see them again, and knowing that my grandma is in a far better place, and for her, time doesn't exist. I mean, the Bible says that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. So for her, you know, it's been like a second. Like, she's only been there a second, and she's happy and she's rejoicing because she's finally with the Father. And so I have to just tell myself that she's back with my granddaddy. I had an uncle, her oldest son had died with cancer, and so she's reunited with him. And you know, she is rejoicing. She wouldn't want to be back on this earth. I mean, I know that she would want to see us, but she knows we're going to come. And since time is non-existent in heaven, you know, to her it's like, okay, she died, and then she woke up in the presence of God, and that's awesome for her. And I know that being in a relationship with Jesus guarantees I'm going to see her again. And it really does. It helps you get through those dark days, because there are times a certain song or maybe a smell, or, you know, I have a lot of her stuff that Mom gave me when my grandma passed that's in our home. And sometimes you just see something, or like the other night we heard a song, one of Colton's songs actually had come on his newest album, and just I sat there just bawling for an hour. And just thinking about her, you know, you still miss her. It doesn't take the pain completely away. It just makes it bearable. It just does. All right, let's see what I missed here. And I'm going to take a few more questions. And then we've already been on here over an hour. Look at your eyes. Hubby is slowly drifting, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Lynn B says your hubby is waiting for you to go to bed. They can tell you're tired. I won't be able to go to bed till all the teens get into bed. That's for sure. They're still down at the gym, you guys. They haven't even come back yet. I had a feeling Bub would probably be down there all night. He doesn't have a gym at home. He has a few free weights, but here, you know, he's got the bars over there, and there was another machine he was wanting to get on. I think does the abs or something, because he's trying to get in shape for soccer season. It'll be here before we know it. So good night, McCinney. It was so glad to have you. Thank you for joining. Many blessings to you too. How did I come up with my YouTube name? That is a great question. Actually, one of my friends on Facebook helped me. I had gotten into gel polish, the nail polish. That's how the channel started. Some of you will remember that if you've been around since the beginning. And we were in a little nail polish group, and two of them already had their YouTubes. And I've had mine for a long time, but it was just for our young adult stuff we were doing at the time. And so whenever I told them, she suggested that I start doing my nail designs on YouTube so that she could watch what I was doing and try to learn how to do some. And I said, well, that's a great idea. I said, but I need a name. And so I came up with the name to have, I wanted DeeVine in there somehow, like Heavenly Divine. And then I threw the name DeeZine in there. And then whenever I asked the lady, so what do y'all think about this name? She's like, I think it would be really cool if you spelled it like your name, D-E-E. Instead of just the regular way. So that's how it all came to be. She helped me name the channel, helped me with the spelling of it, and I thought it was genius. So yeah, that's a fun question. That's how all that happened. Good night, Francis. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I know, Two Utes. His eyes are glazed. Oh, look. Here's the kids. We've been on so long. Now here the kids come.
Now we can go to bed.
She said, your eyes are more glazed than the donuts.
That's a funny one.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, my goodness. Good night. Good night. Good night, Pierce, Georgia Mama. And I think we're going to say good night, too. The kiddos are back, and it's been a little over an hour. And I'm going to spend some time with them while we're still here, and then we can't get to bed too awful late. We got a long day tomorrow. So, Lori says you're so funny. Good night, Holly. Let's see. Now I know what to do regarding my. I don't die with the had so long ago, and now the accident I had this week, God is allowing me to live. Yes, Marianne, I totally agree with that. I totally do. It sounds like you've escaped death a few times, and God has purpose for it. So just like we always try to remind people, your life definitely has purpose. You were created with His purpose, and so helping others is a great way to make all of that worthwhile, for sure. All right, so everybody is set. Well, thank you, Marianne. I appreciate those words, and I think you're amazing because you've realized you have purpose and can help people. So that is cool. Good night, Dollar Tree Mama. Good night, Two Utes, and good night, Bobby and Connie. I want to thank all of you so much for joining us. I hope you guys go check out these donuts. If you do, come back and comment and let us know which flavor you like the best as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and get off of here. Remember, you guys are created for purpose. Go be all you can be and be watching over on the vlogs. We're going to take you with us all weekend. All right, good night, you guys.
Go to bed.